So we are in the car and it's a bit of a gloomy day today, a bit of rain. I'm losing my voice, but we are on our way to the leather market. So if you imagine like the biggest mall you've ever seen and then jam-packed it full with bright leathers absolutely everywhere, that's where we're going.
Woke up this morning.
There are so many different kinds of sourcing, so this is just a little peek behind the scenes when at Shoes of Prey we want to go and source something that already exists. So going to a leather market is great for small runs of materials. At Shoes of Prey we have more than 300 different kinds of materials and a bunch of those are limited edition. So going to a leather market for these limited runs is a completely perfect way to source.
I love being in here. It's like being a kid in a candy store.
So originally we took time to figure out which suppliers we wanted to work with and had great reliable quality. But it doesn't always work out because if you're returning to the market and your supplier is out of the colour or material you normally buy or need more of, that's when things get tricky. It becomes like a needle in the haystack hunt for the closest replacement or finding someone who can make it for you as an alternative source. The other way we source is when we need larger quantities for our core range. In this case, we head to a maker at their finishing plant. Normally, you would just go to a trading company and say, I need to make a pair of shoes, is what they need to look like, and they would take care of everything. But at Shoes of Prey, we do all of our own making in our own factory, which is why we get to be more involved in this process. There are epic amounts of leather here. One drum of material being dyed starts at 2,000 square feet of leather. Marcella, a head designer, pulls swatches of colour that she shares with the team here at the finishing plant to explain the colour that she'd like the material to be dyed. When we agree on the colour, the material is dyed. After this, there is a pigment sprayed onto the leather to make sure it's a perfect match. Most leathers will be pigment sprayed unless it's a natural colour. It's essentially impossible to get a perfect colour from only using dye.
So this is one of our pink.
We can also work with them on embossing textures into the material, which is a lot of fun. This uses a giant pressing machine and we can instruct them by providing a sample of texture that we want to create. Once this is all done, then we check the colour match under several different types of light. Once it's approved, it's ready to make some beautiful shoes with. And then they end up in here! So beautiful! Anyway, it's exciting. I love this room and I love being amongst all those great materials. So I know this video has been a little bit left of centre for stuff that I would normally publish on the channel, but it's something that I get asked about a lot, so I hope it was helpful, and if it wasn't helpful, thank you for indulging me, and I hope that you at least found it to be beautiful and interesting to see how these gorgeous materials get made. So I hope you're having a great week. I hope that everything is amazing in your world, and don't forget, do everything before you're ready. Bye.